5 of them. Saturday morning, February 18th. It's now about 8:50. Or as they say, 8:50 hours. I was talking about the guy that helped with that, not help, he actually came out, or came while she was in the New York Presbyterian Allen Pavilion. And whenever I say New York Presbyterian, I mean the Allen Pavilion. She worked for the Columbia New York Presbyterian for many years in the research area as a lab assistant, putting her 4 kids through school to make sure that they get the best education. She worked 2 jobs most of her life. Unfortunately, that took a toll on her children. And that's why there are a lot of problems. But this guy comes out from East Coast Orthopedics. And that comes out, he's there at the hospital. His arrogant attitude. And he's in such a rush. They had a different type of brace on. They took that off. They had to bandage her knee up with a cotton bandage. When I say knee, I mean the right leg from mid-femur down to mid-calf. Her right leg was broken right above the femur. He's in such a hurry, he doesn't even want to take off the ace bandage and the cotton bandage to get a very accurate, even though it takes just milli-inch, if there's such a word, off, that would cause this type of wound. Think about that, people. They call this a wound. Like when you get shot in the military, you get wounded. Somebody did it to you. Well, this guy's adjusting my mom's leg, and my mom screams in agonizing pain. She says, "I felt the bone move." And he snaps back at her, "No, you did not." Unbelievable. This guy, Walter, is his name. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. "No, you did not," he snaps back at her. This guy didn't even have the time to take off the ace bandages and do the measurements correctly. Him and LaShawna, who works up there, were going back and forth, making mistakes with the measurements. She couldn't hold my mom's leg. I said, "I can hold her." He says, "No, she has to do it. Even though I'm stronger than her and I can support that leg better. But if you speak up, let me do it, I can do it. No, you're wrong. We know what we're doing. You're stupid. Get out of my way." That is the treatment that people get. That's how they get it. And that's what I'm talking about. It's the attitude. The attitude. So they send somebody out to the house weeks later. And it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And this thing will continue to get worse until she loses the leg. They already crippled her. She's been in since November the 28th or 29th of 2011. That's almost 3 months she's been in this goddamn brace. And that's because of negligence, lack of concern, compassion. And they let her sit there in agonizing pain, and they won't help her. But they'll attack the son, who constantly fights for her betterment. I hate that word advocate because that's all they use. Advocate. Advocate this, advocate that. Such a nice, pretty little term. But if you go to the patient advocate in the New York Presbyterian Hospital, and if you go high enough, like Sarah Ferguson threatened me also. And then she informs me that, well, it's not patient advocates, it's actually patient services. Now I know they're going to be coming after me. But my mom's life is at stake. My mom's life is at stake. And if they just took her out and shot her, I would be happy. She'd be peaceful. But they are killing her mind. When this woman smiled, it started in the center of the earth, and it came up to her face and spread the happiness throughout the world. Everybody loved her smile. And she saw through all this pain when she came home and she smiled. Now they won't even let me come in to see her. So now she's in torture. I'll say it for one thing. In the New York Presbyterian Island Pavilion, there was a charge nurse by the name of Mary. Unfortunately, I didn't get her last name. 2 Field West, I believe. She came in, I said to her, look at my mom's eyes. She is in torture. And she agreed, yes, she's definitely traumatized. A good one. There are always good ones. But what is happening is the bad ones are outnumbering the good ones, and the good ones are afraid to stand up. Because the bad ones really don't care. The good ones have too much to lose. I stood up, and right now probably my life is in danger. There's a lot more to this. But I need somebody out there like the new Cardinal Timothy M. Dolan. Please, please, get over to Montefiore Hospital, the Clow, Red Zone, floor, 4th floor, 433, bed B, Mary A. Walsh. Look at those wounds. Look into her eyes. And tell me you can't do something to stop this. Every newspaper in the city of New York, in the country, the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, the New York News, every Irish paper should be covering this. She's from Ireland, she's from Kerry, 1920 edition, greatness. Get over there, do a report, look at those wounds. They are torturing one of your countrywomen who came here and became a great American. Stop hiding. Get some courage back in your life. Why are we letting this happen? Because America has lost its courage. And they're going to find out real soon. Because the rest of the world sees that. And unfortunately, the way the human race is made, hopefully we'll all learn someday. If they see weakness, Others will pounce. Others will pounce. I should have started complaining higher up, I guess, earlier. I don't know. But here's how it works. Here's where all your Medicare money is going. Maybe that will get some of you interested. You want to know where the money is going? I'll get into that later. But this is what patients have to deal with. This is what the family of patients have to deal with. Is all of these people taking records of everything that happens to protect themselves. And that's what it's about. CYA, cover your ass, protect myself. I was told by Dolores Jackson, LCSW, Clinical Administrator Montefiore, by Wanda Valorio, and customer service. What a joke, customer service. No insult to Wanda, but to the institution. They just want to check with their legal services before they will let her go home to see how they can make sure that they're not going to be sued. But don't worry about it. Let her go today. There are no lawsuits. Let her go as quickly as possible. It's her time that's running out, not yours. Not mine. Look at the patient. Have some compassion. Look at what you're doing to her. You are torturing her. Nobody can do worse than what you're doing. I think I'm going to take another break. And I'll move on. Please listen to all of these. Listen to all of these. I'm going to try and draw a picture. I'm running out of time because she's running out of time. And I'm trying to get some happiness into her life. She was born an orphan at the age of 3. She's got great-grandchildren that my brothers won't let her see. How cruel. And this is the cancer that's spreading through America. Wake up, people. That's part of our greatness, was our compassion. To go out there and reach out and help other countries. We need to go back to being a leader, not a follower. Signing off.